synced up. I'll just widen it later. Yeah, I don't really think it needs to be that high. Especially if I'm digging down a little bit. Oh, I thank you, footballer, I think. I was going to call you Foot because it's in all caps. Just football? Alright. Now, would that be American football or would that be European football? American. Alright. Okay, so now we get to go back to over here. We can fill this in because we don't need it anymore. Yeah, European football. Yeah, I'd ask you who your team is, but then you'd ask me whose mine is, and then I would say it's the Eagles, and that usually pisses off everybody, so... Usually don't make too many friends when you say you're an Eagles fan. Alright. Alright, do I have any... Yes, I still have some on me. Alright, cool. So we'll bring this around that way. Yeah, I might as well get rid of these. Come on, there we go. Thank you for picking up blocks. Alright. Oh, damn it. Actually, yeah, I'll leave that for now. I'm just gonna end up. Right. Thank you for the follow. As only the second time I've streamed, it's still getting used to the whole thank you for the follow thing. Alright, yeah, we'll bring it this way because what I'm gonna end up doing is widening it that way a little bit. Not too much because one, I'm probably gonna die in lava trying. And two, I don't think, yeah, because I'm figuring, alright. If I bring the cyan terracotta this way, I can probably... That is a long hallway just to get to that, but I'm going to need to widen it because for the horses, so I'm going to need to go this direction a little bit, that direction a little bit, and that direction a little bit. So we can do that. Okay, now that I'm done hurting my brain trying to figure that out. So is the Eagles your team, or are you like, oh, and I also like the Eagles? Either one is okay. I'm not judging. I'm just curious because you do get some, I like this team, but I also like this team too. Because unfortunately, I have on my side of the family is all Steelers fans because we are originally from Pittsburgh, and I had to deal with that. Oh God, listening to Steelers fans, especially fans when Roethlisberger was winning Super Bowls, is obnoxious. All right, so no offense to any Steelers fans, but you know who you are. All right, let's see. So we can. Oh, luckily I didn't die in lava. There we go. Oops. Uh, consider yourself lucky, just because you don't have Steelers fans in your family. All right. Nothing against Steelers. Okay. Let me be clear. My Steeler family is annoying. Not all of them. No, I'm more of a mostly into college. Well, yeah, I tend to piss people off whenever I mention that too because I root for Notre Dame, who I'm well aware are the Dallas Cowboys of college football, with as many people just root for them for the heck of rooting for them. My dad liked Alabama. He still does like Alabama, but and not in a oh they're winning kind of way. Even back when they were terrible. There's pictures of him with sideburns. That's how old the photo is, wearing an Alabama shirt. So, all right, widen it. I'll figure out how to widen it later. But honestly, back when Tennessee was good, the Peyton Manning days. I never quite understood why. Oh, never mind. I answered my own question before I asked it. I was going to say I never quite understood why Eli didn't go to Tennessee, but that's right, because I think Archie went to Ole Miss. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm more of a. I tend to follow the NHL more than anything else. I do follow college football, and I do follow the NFL. Uh, I used to be really big into baseball, but just kind of fell out of it. Alright, so we are done with that for now. I guess I can put this away. And as I'm winding down for the evening, baseball. So yeah, I used to be one of the it's much better live. No, you know what? It really isn't. Minor league baseball's where it's at because they try harder. All right, let's see. Assorted crap. That's a little bit goes in there. We'll put that in there. Put the membranes in there. Random spider eye. But I can't watch baseball on TV. Like playoff time, I can tolerate baseball on TV. Okay, so we'll leave those there. Although I want my ender chest. Oh. So we'll hold on to the ender chest for now. Yes, I'm OCD about where stuff is in my inventory. And we will... Man, this is going to take a lot of terracotta. Oh my goodness. Because I still have to do the ceiling and the walls. And then I'm going to need to do the cyan. Tim Jr., how's it going? And his sister Timothina. Alright. Get ready to get blasted. Here we go. Can I stealth attack you? No, because you're going to be like that. There you are. Bye-bye. False relay, yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm usually much better about following March Madness, but I swear to God, I forgot it was on this weekend. Like, I was so wrapped up in other stuff that I completely forgot. And when it comes to college basketball, I tend to... I don't necessarily have so much... I root for Notre Dame when they're in, but they're not always any good, so I'm not as concerned with it. I tend to root against teams more than for teams, like against North Carolina, against Duke. So if Tennessee was playing Duke in the final, I would be rooting for Tennessee, that kind of thing. So, alright, so we'll put this away. I think the next stream is going to be me out in the middle of a mesa getting plain terracotta so I could dye it cyan or light blue. Oh. But yeah, so since I forgot it was on, I was like, Monday morning comes around and I'm driving to work and on the radio they're giving the scores. I'm like, oh yeah, that was this weekend. Crap. I usually watch to see what happens to Gonzaga just because... Hi! You get to live. You, on the other hand, do not. And still no skulls. Alright. Where are you going? No. You get to live. You don't get to leave this room. You're going to want to go that way. Fetch. I think it worked for a second. I didn't need the coal. So we are 54 minutes in. I usually go for about an hour. So I'm going to be wrapping this up. So I figure we can... Well, you know what? I'm not all that concerned with... Well, first of all, I got to get rid of this sword. Oh, they got one of the bracket pools going. I haven't done one of those, I swear, in about 10 years. Alright, do I have any more swords on me? No. Alright, cool. I used to do them all the time. And I'd never win. Oof, look at you guys. Alright. Okay. My pants are in dire need. Alright. So we will hit them with chicken. Yeah, but, you know, $100 for one of those, that's nothing to sneeze at. And of course, every workplace is like, oh, no, we don't want you doing brackets. And then, meanwhile, they're filling out their brackets while they're yelling at you for filling out brackets. I get impatient. I should let them build up. You know what? Let's go see if anything spawned in that room. Down I go. Nope. Haha, got my call back. See, I love this farm because you get a ton of XP. I mean, it's not the most XP heavy farm, but, you do get a decent amount from blazes. But it takes forever sometimes for these guys to float down. So I just stand here staring at iron blocks for like 5 minutes. It doesn't make for an exciting viewing experience, I'm sure. In Minecraft, not much for spend time. Oh, that's kind of the way I approach Skyrim. Is especially with modded Skyrim, you can you have the alternate start. So like I'll get through the alternate start and then get to the start of the game, and I'm like, oh, starting a new character. Here, we tend to 9 times out of 10 is the wife and I playing, and she tends to. I did the last stream I did kind of a like introductory base tour because we've been playing on this world for like a couple of months now, and so the end dragon is like the last thing we do half the time. Well, actually, usually we go after the wither last. That's usually like the sign that we're winding down is when we're ready to go after the wither. It's because it's such a pain in the to do. But, she has to build all of her automated farms, and I usually have to build some sort of cool base or whatever, and then we can play for weeks without going after the dragon. Not even thinking about it. Although we're planning this, the whole point of me streaming right now, where I'm just kind of building and nether tunnels and whatnot, is I'm kind of we're waiting for the 1.11 to come out with the new villager trading and all that, and everything's going to be everything we've learned we're going to have to relearn because villagers act different, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. We usually go after, I think because ever since the you have the end cities, we tend to go after shulker shells before we go after anything else because we just want massive amounts of storage. So, and by we, I mean mostly the wife. I just kind of like, hey, let's take out a guardian farm, and I'm like, all right, hey, let's go kill the end dragon. All right, let's go kill the wither. Sure. I just kind of go along for the ride mostly. All right. But I actually find that dealing with the, I think because when you go to, typically with the wither, you want to get as close to bedrock as possible and go through all that stuff, so it takes a lot more prep than going after the end dragon. Plus, once you kill the end dragon, you open up the end cities, then you can get your elytra, and that's why we usually go after it as early as we can possibly do it without dying. And since they buffed the end dragon, it's been, it makes it interesting. Used to be so much easier to kill. So... There we go, and we are all healed up. So that is going to mark the end of the stream for this evening, because I got to get to bed. So, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit there, Football, and hope to catch you. Gonna try to stream at some point later this week. So, yeah, so... Like I said, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time. See ya. And thank you very much.